Previously on Survivor. Cam and Ben were named the biggest threats by their fellow castaways,
Ben and Cam are the two I'm most physically worried about.
while Shawnee and Chelsea solidified a Final Four agreement with Bryce and Chris.
Formed some sort of kind of an alliance, I think, with Chelsea, Chris, and Shawnee.
But Shawnee had her doubts about Chris.
Chris, he thinks that I trust him, which I don't. I mean, we've got an alliance, but I know that he's going to do what he has to do to win.
While Chris dealt with Cam.
Cam and I kind of have an understanding, so I think he will be on my side.
Shawnee toughed it out for her first immunity win.
You, my lady, get this.
And although Chris and Cam voted for Ben, the other four voted for Cam, and he was voted out.
Cam, the tribe has spoken. It's time for you to go.
5 are left. Who will be voted out next?
I don't know. I was a little bit worried it would be me. Everyone seems like they want to take a nap, and the camp's going to be a little bit quieter. So.
Come on. I got water right here. I'm really tired. I was going to stop.
Chris said he'll take us to the final three. I think we should take Chris. Grace. What are you talking about? I think we should take Bryce. I don't necessarily trust Chris. Like, we've had an alliance with Chris the whole time, but Chris thinks that we're taking to the final three, but we're not. Why? Because it would kick ass. That's true, we would kick ass. Chris is... So you say we couldn't get to the final three. Chris is way fiercer. Like, I don't think Chris believes us.
What about your son?
Why? What did you say to him? I said that you're the reason that we've gotten this far. Me and Shawnee are not going to take each other, I promise. And you'd probably win immunity anyways, so it wouldn't matter. Yeah, that's what I said to him. What me and Shawnee want is me, Bryce, and Shawnee go in. Because the fact that Bryce is really weak and not the smartest kid. I mean, he didn't stay on that thing very long. I mean, I don't think he'd be very good at an endurance challenge. I mean, he's very fidgety and things like that, so I mean, Chris would do way better. That's, again, why I didn't try very hard in the challenge, so Chris would get really worn out for the next thing that we're doing. Yeah, let's talk to Chris when he goes. Well, we can talk to him about it.
What's up?
It depends on what the final challenge is, but, like, honestly, if it's anything physical, thought you have in the bag, like...
Maybe.
Maybe. If Chris gets the immunity, he plans on taking us too. On the assumption that if one of us gets the immunity, we'd take Chris. Wait, funny, because it's not gonna happen. I'm so mean.
She beat me at the endurance.
Yeah, that's
It's because she's small. I mean,
I really do believe
if it
Maybe
was
it could
arm
be-
strength on her, she would have been out in 2 seconds, just like I would have been out in 2 seconds. Like I was, because I had everything in my arms and I
Actually,
So,
it was arm strength.
oh, both.
You can't. My arms were
I'm
so
just giving you.
fucking
I want to break up Chelsea and Shawnee, but then again, they have been with me through the whole game, and maybe I should bring them into, or maybe we should all work together to get into the final three together. I'm not sure. We'll have to see where the next challenge takes us. So I mean, there's nothing guaranteed with immunity challenges, ever. You could run.
Yeah. Chris is too smart.
Whoa!
Found it. I read it. It sounds like we're holding our breaths, maybe?
Should be an interesting challenge, at least.
I think Chris I could have definitely a strong alliance with, and I figure me and Chris are pretty even, like, so that'd be okay, like, but going against like Shawnee or Chelsea I'd be a-okay with too. Like, I think we're probably pretty even out there, but I know we have Ben athletic ability.
Be prepared for the hardest challenge this game's ever seen. Stamina is needed, but you also have to be keen.
Nah. Keen.
Don't stop to breathe. Double check. Question mark? Your choice. Fail to win. Risk hearing Paul's voice. Don't we have to hear Paul's voice anyways?
That's true.
Well, I don't want to hear his voice say, "The tribe has spoken." Keen.
I personally
So I'm
like
gonna put
when
on some keens.
our host goes, "All the time votes." I personally think it's kind of lame.
I like it when he messes his hair up right before the camera goes.
Welcome, Final Five, to yet another immunity challenge. Shawnee, I'm going to grab that immunity necklace back from you. Immunity, once again, is up for grabs. You each randomly drew a different color. And in doing so, also randomly picked an answer match. For the challenge, you have to run across the creek, up and over the bank, and in the grass field, there is a large answer board. On that answer board are 42 tiles in 42 different colors with a different letter on each tile. You will run up there and try to memorize as much of the placement as possible. Come back on your answer boards. You have a grid just like up there. You have a fabric to cover your mat when you're not here, so this can't cheat. And you have 42 of the exact same tiles that are on the board. So it'll be up to you to go back and forth as many times until you think you've completely replicated. When you think you have it right, let me know. I will check. If you're right, you win immunity. If you're wrong, you have to run up to the board at least one more time before answering again. Are there any questions? All right then. Survivors ready? Ready. Go! Ben up first. Bryce gonna have to play a different path. Ben up first, then give it a try. There it is. Johnny sliding into the river. Everyone's made at least one trip back.
Your page.
42 tiles need to be correctly assembled. Your strategy, more trips or more memorization? A lot of us put this together. Ben plunges in. Chelsea and Chris make their way back. Shawnee taking advantage of Bryce and Ben's laziness. Shawnee, I'll see you later. Chelsea heading out again. Duck. Wait. Okay, hold up, everyone. Duck. Everyone hold up for a second. Don't touch your board, stay where you are. FCJ Chris wins immunity. Yes! In the final four. Congratulations, Chris. You alone are safe. Someone else is going home. Good effort, guys. You guys can start hiking back to camp.
That last challenge was really tough. I was actually losing to Ben for most of it, but he didn't cover his board, so I was able to catch up, and I noticed that he had messed up a couple letters. So on my board I switched them too, just in case someone was cheating. And I was able to get done and finished before he even checked his, so I was a bit surprised by that. My tribal council, I will be immune to the vote. I'm not going to give this up because it's any man's game right now, and I don't want to take that chance. I'm not sure. The girls are sticking together. I have no idea what Bryce is.
Bryce is the hardest one. He will screw you over in the end. That's one problem with that. Mm-hmm. Like, we've sort of been together, but at the same time not.
Because I mean, obviously we're on the same page with Darren.
Yeah, no, not well. And you see, like, that would have held it. Like that, like, and it wouldn't have been pretty, and people would have been pissed. I'm liking it this way anyway, because I got in the top 5 without having to do that. But it's not so much I'm a physical threat as it is just they don't want to get me in 3rd or 2nd. So
I know I haven't done much to stand out up to this point in the game. That's kind of my plan. Actually, was to go under the radar, so I wasn't a target until it really mattered. Shawnee, I still don't know what that piece of paper she had was. I've been told by Cam that she showed him, and it was in fact a clue to an idol, a hidden immunity idol. And she told me herself that she has it, and Chelsea also went along with it. So I believe she has a hidden immunity idol. So, which this is the last time for her to play it. I believe that's what she told me.
I can believe that Chelsea and I are both here. We both thought that, early on they would let us get rid of one of us so that everyone was a little bit more vulnerable, but apparently they made the mistake of not doing that right off the bat, so it's working out for us though.
I would be impressed if me and Shawty get all the way to the end, because the people that play this game must be retarded if they let us get all the way to the end, because we're running the camp right now. I mean, Ryan was running and Darren was running at first, and then we got them out and Greg thought he was running in. And we're just kind of, under the radar, making all the moves, just telling people what to do. And because we're girls and lesbians, I don't know what it is.
Hey, when you guys get back home, you have to see the movie Kick-Ass.
yeah, I really want to see it.
It's so good.
Chris is the immunity idol, so he's definitely not going down. I don't know. Shani, Chelsea are definitely a strong duo, and Ben showed today he's definitely a strong contestant. I can keep par with him, but I don't know for how long. It's really anyone going home right now would be good. If the alliance that I was promised works out, I'll be in the top 3. But that's a big if. I backstabbed my group, so just hope it won't happen again.
hope.
I know.
Three in the back, two up front. All right, let's bring in your jury. Darren, Ryan, Greg, and Cam voted out at the last tribal council. It's down to 5. Chris, how does it feel to win immunity knowing that you'll be in the final 4?
It feels great. I didn't expect to make it this far, but winning immunity at this point in the game is crucial.
Ben, how do you feel that you haven't won immunity yet? You're giving it a go out there. Looked like you could have been close, but still haven't pulled one out.
Well, I've never really been, I don't know, top player, so it's not that big of a concern.
Bryce, how much do you think people think about who's won immunity or who could win immunity challenges? How much part of the game is that?
I honestly don't really care who's won it, but I definitely care who can get it, because the top 3, that changes the game definitely, like literally.
Shawnee, you've been close a couple times and even worn the necklace once. Does that make you a target?
At this point, I'm not sure. I think later on in the game it might be a little bit. Very, very soon in the game it might be a little bit more of an issue.
And Chelsea, what are you thinking as we head into our vote?
Well, I feel bad having to vote another person out, especially since, we've all come this far and we know each other really well. But it's gotta be done.
All right, it's time to vote. Chelsea, you're up first.
Somebody had to go.
Just because I like it.
Enjoy yourselves? I don't know. Glad I got this far, had fun. It's really what it's all about. I didn't think I was ever going to win, nor did I want to. Okay, that's sort of, yeah.
Time to tie the votes. Once the votes have been read, the decision is final. That person will be asked to the tribal council area immediately. Yes, Johnny?
I think this would be a good time for me to use my idol.
Can we bring it up here then? Thank you. All right. The rules of Survivor state that if an immunity idol is played, all votes cast for that person do not count, and the person with the next highest number of votes would go home. This is in fact a hidden immunity idol. All votes casted for Shawnee will not count. I'll read the votes. First vote, Ben. Second vote, Bryce. That's one vote Ben, one vote Bryce. Chelsea. That's one vote Chelsea. One vote Bryce, one vote Ben. Ben! 12th person voted on Survivor Lost Creek, 5th member of our jury, Ben. Bring your torch. Ben, the tribe has spoken. It's time for you to go. Right up this way.
Bye.
Congratulations, Chelsea, Chris, Bryce, and Shawnee. You made it to the final 4. There are 4 of you left. 3 more tribal councils, 2 more immunity challenges, and 1 of you is the sole survivor. Grab your torches and head back to camp.
Next time on Survivor. It's down to 4, but only 1 can claim the title. Who will it be? Chris, the quiet challenge competitor.
For the most part, I just kind of slid under the radar, and no one noticed I was here until I think this last challenge I made myself known.
Shawnee, the alpha woman since day 1.
It appears as though Chelsea and I have these guys hanging out of the palm of our hands.
Bryce, the alliance jumper turned under the radar goofball.
I backstabbed my group, so something won't happen again.
Or Chelsea, the potty mouth strategist.
Apparently, we just played everybody, which is kind of fun.
It all comes down to this, the Survivor Lost Creek finale.
I mean, had a great time. You know, starved for a few days, but probably the most fun I've had in a long while. So.
But I did take the rest of their bread. I felt like that was at least a promise to you, the viewer. Unfortunately, there's not a lot left, but I will eat it in front of you right now.
That said, I had a lot of fun. I was able to do a lot of things, and to be honest, I knew I wasn't going to win. But the taste of losing can never be so sweet.